Hey there. So I just recently, well, just now, posted a video of myself singing a song that I wrote called "The Fig Tree," and I want to explain that because I think it's such a wonderful story with such a great message. So it's a very, very, very short verse in the Bible that references it, but and it's easy to brush over, and you just go, whatever. But then when somebody explains it, you go, that's really important. So here's what happened. Jesus is walking to Jerusalem. It's early spring. He's hungry. He sees this fig orchard. He goes to one fig tree in particular. He looks through the fig tree, its leafy branches, doesn't find any figs on it, curses the tree and says, may you never bear fruit again. They go on their way to Jerusalem. That's all you hear about it for a while. A couple chapters later, they're coming back across, and Peter goes, Lord, that's the fig tree that you cursed, and look, it's withered to the root. And then Jesus says, that's right, and greater things than this will you do. If you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, be uprooted and thrown into the sea, and it will be done for you. Nothing will be impossible for you. And that's all it says. And you're like, that's nice. Here's what we probably don't know, unless you're some kind of a farmer. There are no figs on any fig trees in the world throughout history in early spring. It's always late summer. Like it's August for us, and then, whatever area of the world that you're living in would be appropriate to your late summer. And so for him to come in early spring, being God and having created fig trees in the first place, and expect for there to be fruit on a tree in a fig orchard filled with other fig trees and not one of them has any fruit on it, you're like, I don't know that that's super Christ-like. And then on top of that, he's got some days in Jerusalem before he comes back. He's had time to get a nap and eat a Snickers. And still, he comes back, and then Peter calls him out on it. He goes, hey, that's that fig tree. And look, it's withered to the root. Like that thing is dead. Now at this point, Jesus could be like, you know what? Let me give this tree its life back. That probably wasn't right of me. There was no other fruit on any of the trees either. He could have touched it and given us all its life back, right? He could have done that. But instead, he says, greater things than this will you do if you have faith the size of a mustard seed. Anything can be done for you. And then you're thinking, but is this just? Like, he's had time to think about it. He's had time to cool off. Like, why would you stick with this decision to curse this fig tree that's just doing what every other fig tree is doing? And then, and somebody pointed this out, I read a book about this in the early 90s, and it was kind of life-changing for me. The thing is that we live in a world where it's never going to be a season for love. It's never going to be a time where everybody across the board is doing the right thing, where they're all following God, where they're all like, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing. And so if we want to look around and point fingers and go, well, they're not doing it, and they're not doing it, and they're not doing it, and so you can't blame this on me, Jesus says, well, turns out I can. I want you to bear fruit in a fruitless world where nobody else is doing it. I want you to turn the other cheek. I want you to love your enemies. I want you to walk the extra mile. I want you to do miracles. I want you to be amazing, and I want you to have faith so that you can do it, so that you can bear fruit in a fruitless world. And so that's what the song is about. This is what the fig tree is about. So I just posted that. You can watch it and whatever. But I think that there's such a valuable lesson in that. It's easy, first of all, to look around and go, well, nobody else is doing it, so you can't really blame me. But that's not true, because he calls us to be more. And also, it's easy to go, well, nobody else is doing it, and so I don't know if I can. I don't even know if it's possible. And he says, you can do anything. You can do anything. Nothing will be impossible for you if you have faith. So be encouraged. Love you guys.